So this question says in triangles ABC and DEF, angles B and E each have measure 27 degrees. I'm going to start off by using a strategy plug-in picture here just so I can see my triangles. Now I recognize that the triangles that I draw may not be accurate, so I need to be prepared to erase or redraw those. But right now I'm going to call this triangle A, B, C, and call this triangle D, E, F. And again, we were told that B and E both have measure 27. So this is 27 as well as that. And angles C and F each have measure 41. So this is 41 as well as that. Which additional piece of information is sufficient to determine whether triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF? All right, so in order for these two triangles to be congruent, they need to have an equal angle here, which they already have automatically, given that they have two angles equal, so that's not quite enough. And each side, or each corresponding side, has to be congruent. So the left side for both would have to be the same, the right sides for both would need to be the same, and the base on both would need to be the same. So answer choice A says the measure of angle A. Again, knowing measure A doesn't help anything. In fact, we already know it. We don't have to be given the measure of angle A. We can deduce the measure of angle A. We can deduce that the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle D. So that information is not sufficient to determine that these two triangles are congruent. Choice B, the length of side AB. So knowing the length of side AB alone, that also wouldn't do it. Just because I know how long this side is, without also knowing how long this side is, that would not be sufficient either. Choice C, the lengths of sides BC and EF. So if I knew BC and I knew EF, okay, well, if those were different, then I would know automatically that these two triangles are definitely not congruent. If those two side lengths were congruent or equal to each other, then I would know that these two triangles are congruent. So yeah, I think choice C is the right answer, right? So the lengths of sides BC and EF, if we knew those, that would help us to determine whether or not triangles ABC, or whether or not triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. No additional information is necessary. That's definitely false, which also helps me to feel more confident about choice C, because we don't need more information to know the degree measurement for angles A and D, but as you know, that information, if we stop there, would only be enough to say that these two triangles are similar. It would not be enough to say that they are congruent.